The missing values option in the ordinal analysis cross orderings procedure allows you to change how missing values are added into the total number of possible comparisons. So for example, recall that we have here 7 experimental individuals and then 8 control individuals. We don't have any missing data with regard to the reaction times here. So if you take 7 times 8, that gives you 56. So there are 56 possible classifiable pairs of observations here. Again, each experimental person compared to each control person. And our expectation, again, is that the control individual values will be higher than the experimental values or reaction times. So we'll select OK and then go ahead and run the analysis. And sure enough, there we see the 56, 7 times 8. And of those 56, 49 met expectation, or matched expectation, I should say. So they were correctly classified. And that's a PCC of about 88%. Now let's go back and create a missing data point here. So I'll take away one of the experimental reaction times. So now we're down to 6 experimental reaction times, and we still have the 8 control reaction times. So 6 times 8 gives us 48. So that's the number of possible matches that we could find here when we look at these pairwise comparisons. So we'll select Analyses, Ordinal Analysis, and we're going to cross the orderings, and we'll select OK. Now with that missing data point in the data, and sure enough, there are the 48 classifiable pairs of observations. 44 of those were classified correctly. That's about 92%. So now let's run the analysis again. And let's choose the include option. So that will bump it back up to 56. So we're going to include that missing reaction time essentially as a possible point of comparison. So it will be included in the totals, but it won't be included in the actual number of correct classifications, because obviously it can't be correctly classified when it's paired with other control individual values. So select OK, and there we have it, the 56. And if you scroll up a little bit here, you can see the option has been changed. Missing values we're including in totals. And so the 44 still stays the same. There are 44 matches there in terms of the ordinal pattern, and that now has the PCC at 78.57%. 44 divided by 56 times 100. Now, if you delete one of the grouping values from the grouping ordering, then that's going to throw that individual out of the analysis completely, no matter what happens, because the software doesn't know what to do with that individual. You can't really classify according to the grouping ordering. It's classifying according to the reaction times in this example. So now I've taken that control individual out, and we have the experimental reaction time missing here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 experimental values times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 control values. So 6 times 7, that will give us 42 possible comparisons there. So we'll go back to the ordinal analysis. I'm going to go back to the omit here, and we'll select OK. And there we see the 42 classifiable pairs of observations. 38 of those match, and we're at a PCC of 90.48. So again, let's run that analysis. Look at the data again. Now without that control person, even if I add in, or even I add in the comparisons to the total here, the missing values, now I go to the include option. That's only going to work for the missing reaction time. It won't work for this missing grouping ordering, the individual there. So we'll select OK, and we're up to 49 classifiable pairs of observations, 38 out of the 49 again, and that's 77.55%. So it's up to you as the researcher how to handle the missing values. You can include them in the totals, or you can exclude them. So the software gives you that option.